Good morning, guys. I just realized I got gypped by Gatorade. I bought like an 8-pack of this stuff. It's Gatorade Zero. They just came out with it recently, and it's supposed to have 0 carbs. In fact, I bought several bottles of it, you know, up to this point, and it has had 0 carbs. I always look at the labels, but since I'm used to it now, I didn't look at the label. It's Gatorade Zero. And as I was finishing slugging this bottle, I pulled it away and I noticed it has 2 carbs in it. Now, granted, that's not very many, but I bought the 8-pack so I could have drinks to drink throughout the day, you know? Every time I drink one, that's 2 more carbs, and I try to keep it to 20 carbs or less per day. It's not gonna kill me, but it was just kind of irritating, you know? Just to think that it has 0 carbs because it is called Gatorade Zero. And now we got carbs. Anyways, so I just bought an enormous roof rack. I was over at Goodwill. I was looking for some things for eBay. And the only thing I could find was this enormous roof rack, like a cargo rack that goes on top of a car. It's hard plastic. And it's like a clamshell. It opens up, but it's like the length of the car, only not a car, like an SUV or a van or something like that. I mean, this thing is 6 to 7 feet long. It's enormous. But it was only $50, and brand new they go for close to $500. So I can probably get $200 to $300 out of it locally. I can't ship it, but I stood there for probably 45 minutes trying to decide whether I was going to buy that stupid thing or not. So I did. $50. I'll put it on eBay just with a local pickup, and hopefully I can get about $200 for it. But yeah, I mean, I told the girl, I said I'm probably gonna have to come back to get this because my seats fold down back here. But even if it would fit in with the seats folded down and the my passenger seat folded forward, the trunk is made in such a way where it's like a small opening. It's a smaller opening than the width and the whatever of the trunk. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't even be able to get it in there. I'd have to go down and then bend it like that. So I'm gonna have to get the van, go back and pick it up, take it back home, and then come back out here. I don't know if I'll do that today or not, but anyway, so that's the way my day's been going so far. Not bad, but just, you know, some crazy little things here. Alright, I got the van on my way out here to pick this thing up. Then I gotta take it all the way to my house and then bring the van all the way back to Denison. So, kind of a pain in the butt to have to deal with this thing, but I knew that's what it was gonna entail when I was looking at it in the store. But for $50, there's so much profit to make on it that it's worth it. So, even if it's like $20 in gas to do all this running around, still worth it for all that profit. All right, well, that was quick and easy. I don't know if you guys can see it. Oh, there, yeah, you can see it. That thing is huge, man. It's the length of the entire van. Don't hit me. What is wrong with people? Of course, I'm hyper because I had to go and blow $2 on that. And then my friend Mark had to get me going by talking about camping. We're talking about setting up a camping trip here in the next, I don't know, month or 2 or something. I love camping. Not that we actually go out and, you know, hike through the woods or anything, but we like to just go down to my well, you guys know, anybody who's been watching the channel for a while, we go out to my brother's, my sister's, and they have a lot of property. We pitch our tents out there and just make a big fire. Mark brings his guitar and we start rocking out. So I'll tell you what, I don't know what's in this drink, but it is not just caffeine. I was watching some kind of a review on YouTube the other day, and this guy was trying to say that it was just like drinking a cup of coffee. Well, let me tell you what, I drink plenty of coffee, and it never affects me like this. When I drink a can of this stuff, I'm like bouncing off the walls. Okay, I know I'm just giving you quick updates here as I do this stuff, but I got it home. Look how big that thing is. All right, let me put it on the couch and show you because it's huge. Okay, look at this thing. It's as long as my couch. This thing is absolutely enormous. It uses a couple keys, which I have in the kitchen right now, but you unlock it right here. This opens up, and then it gives you an enormous area to put luggage or snowboards or whatever you want to put in there. Thing is absolutely huge. If I actually had an SUV, I would probably buy one of these myself. This thing is so cool. So yeah, I paid 50 bucks for it. I already have it on eBay. I put it on there for $300 or best offer with local pickup. So I got to get back on the road here and catch up with you. Guys, there's the barn that started it all. If you remember in the, yeah, I put it in, I think, the very first episode. That barn down there, that's the one that I was driving past the one time, and I saw it and it made me think of the bicentennial barns, and I thought, wouldn't it be cool to track all those down? And at the time I had no idea there were 88 of them. But I've been having fun doing it, and a lot of you really like that, so there's more coming. I cannot wait to get back out there. In fact, I know that like Richard and Kara, they're looking forward to going with me on at least one barn hunt, you know, and usually, like with how far they are right now, the plan is to hit at least 2 or 3, you know, in one run. Otherwise, I'm driving an hour out, an hour back just to hit one barn. So, so yeah, Richard and Kara want to go. I know that Wally wants to go, and there's a handful of other people that that want to meet up and do it too. So, gonna have a lot of guests on these upcoming episodes. Okay, this area over here with this pond and these little houses, there's a bridge coming up here you'll see, and every time I drive past this place, or at least before I really set my mind on the whole RV thing, here's the bridge. That is set back way off the road on its own, like, private property there, and there are a handful of houses, a couple small ones, there's a big one back towards the end, but I think there are a total of maybe 6 or 7 houses there. And every time I used to drive by that, I always used to think, one day I'm gonna buy that property, knock down all them houses, and then, like, all my family will build our own individual houses along that long tract of land there. I thought that would be so cool. I mean, of course, I couldn't make that decision for them, you know. If they wanted to, it would be sweet. If they didn't want to, oh well. But I just thought it would be really cool to have that that kind of an area with all of us really close right there. And it's around the pond. My dad and my brother, like everybody in my family, likes to fish except for me. And I don't know, I mean, I could handle fishing sometimes if I had to. But it's not like my favorite thing to do. I'm way too hyper to sit there and fish, you know what I mean? But I just always thought that that would be really cool. It's just such a nice property back there. You just take that lane over the bridge and, you know, follow it all the way back, and then it loops around at the end and brings you right back. So it is such a nice day out here today, guys. This is what I'm talking about. This is the kind of weather that I've been waiting for. This is the kind of thing I think about when it comes to traveling too. You can chase this perfect weather, and if you feel like going somewhere where there's snow, you can go there until you decide you're sick of it in about an hour, and then you can leave and you can go after the good weather again. You're not stuck in one place with slush and all that crap all the time. Alright, that was a long trip. A lot of investment of time to get this enormous thing back here to the house. Hopefully I can sell that thing off pretty quick, make a little profit, and move on, because I don't know where I'm going to store that thing. I don't know. Anyways, alright guys, I'm going to let you go. I got a bunch of stuff to do here. Wherever you're waking up, whatever time it is, make the best of your day. Do something for somebody else, pay it forward. Let's make this world a better place. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.